perfect setup for us is we're going to be taking the action away here because it really is. If Third Impact win this series, they've got a shot at the playoffs. If they do not, well, they're probably surviving this season of relegation, but their hopes of playoffs likely going to be doused at that point. Now we're going to see some aggression coming down mid. This is very forward from Wolfie. He's already out towards the bench, and it looks like he might want to keep going. They're watching for him now, but he's going to be the tap. Wolfie gets one. He wants to make it happen. He is completely isolated, so if they can punish, there's no chance for a trade, and well, punish they will. And so at this point, no opportunity for a trade whatsoever. Banana control exerted. A 1-for-1 exchange. Frankly, just fine for Third Impact.
Yeah, as Third Impact are going to come through from Banana. They're trying to go aggressively here. Finn appears to be playing on the A side, so they're stacking A and B side with all of their strong players, and Vic is going to get the 3K. Brett, Rafe, and Walker go down. Insane still has the bomb. He's going to get it planted, Mike, but I don't think he's going to survive this engagement here. He does not. Slight finishes him off, and that's a great start for Secret Club.
Defuse on. It is indeed. Vic holds the line, and they are going to need some of those individual plays to help paper over the fact that, again, Finn's in the roster. Finn is a guy who's competed before. Obviously, he's been a coach of late, but going back to 2019, 2020, he competed as a player. So, you know, assume he'll be able to at least fight back. I don't know about you. I'm getting nice and stuttery feed here. So I might be swapping on over to our GoTV feed. Hopefully that doesn't mess with anything. In the meantime, we've got some aggression coming down Banana. Multiple nades sailing over. Are they going to connect? Maybe. No. Grape somehow gets away. Barely even bruised. Skin intact. And they may not expect him up close. There's the shot. Well done for Grape. Going to be able to ring the dome of Wolfie. Gun's not retrievable, at least for the moment, but he'd like to get his hands on it. Jitter's going to be held off by that Molotov. Here it comes again. Great, connecting more. Yes, he'll be traded, but the damage has been done in Secret Club. Well, they've been put on notice.
Yep. Good job by Third Impact with the pistols here. They make it a 4v3. Insane. Gonna jump down. He spots out one.
Oh, no.
That is Finn gone. Insane. Caught him off guard. Jumped on balcony. Saw him underneath, or on top of porch, I should say. And now that makes it a 4v2 in favor of Third Impact. 2 rifles ripe for the picking. Should Third Impact take them down? Yeah. Oh.
Okay, Vic. Okay. Vic single-handedly trying to keep them in this. Do they expect a player in pit? They should. There's going to be the kill coming through for Dangerous. They neglected it for a moment. And as soon as you give an opportunity, well, that's going to fall apart. Vic, though, on pace for the 4K. Going to go for the smoke. Might just pop on the defuse. He's going to duel in towards the pit, and he pulls off another round. Vic now with a 4K back-to-back multi-kill rounds. This one is huge for them to bail them out of a bad situation. He is right now putting the team right on his back to try and drag them over the line of these rounds. That was, I mean, his turnaround from the player coming up the tunnel. I think it was Brett who tried to catch him off guard.
Yep.
This is nuts.
Yeah, that was beautiful. A nice swing by Vic to get that frag. He's jumped up to 7. I did mention it. Someone's going to have to step up for Secret Club because of the absence of Wrath. It could very well be Vic. That said, he's had a very, well, I don't want to say a bad season. He's had a very average season, sitting at 211 frags and a KDR of 1.00. Still a consistent player. This time around, though, at least at the beginning of the match, he is kicking it off with a bang. 4v4 quickly into this round, Mike, as Walker and Jitter exchanging some frags there. And it looks like HP advantage will be in favor of Secret Club. They're going to have 2 players on B, 2 on the A site, leaving mid wide open and not really challenging for Banana either.
Very patient play from the Secret Club. It's the old buddy-up system. Duo towards either site. And let the execute come in. And, excuse me there, come in it shall. As it looks like we're going to get a hit on towards A. Relatively straightforward. Third Impact, they've taken top mid control. Now they want to start to wrap their tendrils around the site. But they're very patient about this. Just now clearing arches. That might allow the swing back from Banana. It's not happening just yet. But as the smoke goes down to the library, that might tip their hands. Rotator still hesitating. And here comes the hit. Here comes the execute. It's going to have to be a retake for the remaining players. Great, good shot on the pit. That's a no-scope connection, I think. That was then finished off by Dangerous, if my eyes did not deceive me. A little bit confusing what the order of operations was there. But Wolfie and Vic locked out of sight in a 2v4. Well, they're gonna go ahead and sit. They don't have any utility to get back through. They don't have any smokes to try and narrow the distance. We've seen a couple huge clutches from Vic, but he doesn't want to risk it this time around. I think that's a better call than trying to go for a crazy play a third round in a row.
Yeah, definitely. Save the M4s, bring them into the next round, and especially trying to retake the A side of Inferno. Just with only 2 players left, not very wise against the 4 on Third Impact. So Third Impact on their first rifle buy-up do come out with a round victory, and they'll pick up their first. As mentioned, Third Impact very strong on Inferno throughout the last 3 months. They have 8 games played, 5 wins, 3 losses, 107 rounds for, 85 rounds against for a plus 22 round differential. If you look over on the Secret Club side, they have played the map a lot, Mike. 13 times, in fact, over the last 3 months, 6 wins and 7 losses. So a losing record, still 172 rounds for, 167 rounds against for a plus 5 round differential. So they're still pretty decent on the map, and they have beaten Third Impact on it a couple of times.
Getting some aggression here towards Banana. There's a player top B. Jitter with a mag 7. That'll put you on notice. Gonna be right behind by the sandbags, up by the half wall. If Grape comes to test this, well, it might just be crushed Grapes. Instead, he's actually gonna catch a kill as Vic tried to elevate to get over it. Now we'll continue to try and force Grape puns into the situation. Jitter gets an upgrade. Here's gonna be the swing. Jitter gets a downgrade. In life, he's dead. Specifically, I guess that's the ultimate downgrade. Wolfie, right around the corner, will have to come away with a big multi-kill, otherwise the site is lost. And while he will take the first, there's no one close enough. The spacing was actually really awkward on that. That Grape just went forward. Thought a teammate would flash for him or something. They're holding for the flank, and they might get it, John. It's just pistols on the other side. You know Wolfie's got an M4. Do they want to test this? All right. Insane, thankfully, moved forward. I was starting to get worried that he was, in fact, just no longer in the server. Oh.
Yeah.
Smoke's going over. Here we go. Here's the exec. Wolfie has to hold the line. He's unable to do so. And at this point, well, they're going to throw these pistols in because why not? But this is a pretty low percentage play. Spam from Slight is good. He finds the slight angle. Now it's all on to Finn as this bomb will be going down. What can Finn do here with just a P250 to his name? One single flashbang to try and pull something ridiculous. Maybe just catch an extra kill. Keep that economic damage up high. Here he comes. He's still in hand. One shot away from glory. But he is going to get silenced. Head ripped from shoulders. It's over. It's done with. And that is Third Impact taking a second.
Yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward round victory there for Third Impact, taking, as you mentioned, their second round of the map. And looking at Secret Club here, they're probably going to have pistols again, so likely going to be a third round victory for Third Impact. And players to watch on the Third Impact side are going to be Brett and Walker sitting at the top in terms of frags on the squad at 301 and 285 on the season. Also a plus 29 kill to death differential for Walker. And Walker is tied for number 3 in the league with 4Ks at 7. He also has 23 kill plus rounds. So a solid player all around there. And he is going to be rocking the opper. Wow, I can't speak. Rocking the op. Walker be walking.
Walker
WP.
be walking. The guy I always like watching on this Third Impact roster is Dangerous. He's a guy who I'm glad has stuck with it. He's had a rough run of roster luck over the years. Oh, here we go. Grape's going to clear this out. There's a trade on Insane. They do have the site, though, and this should be a plant, and this is likely a round. So they do lose one. Not ideal, but far from concerning. But I love watching Dangerous play. He's a very clever player, and you can see it in what he does. You can see it in the way he plays. And so I'm glad he stuck with it.
Yeah.
He was one of those who at one point I think was considering backing away from competition. Came back in, battled his way up from advanced. He's doing good things. Walker holding the line with a Tech 9. His op is very valuable. I don't know that you want to stick around in this fight. Does he have anyone to help him? Okay, there we go. He does have a player at his back to take the mid fight. Now he can back away. So this is, in fact, working out quite nicely. And there we go. Made me nervous for a second. They were just leaving him out there as bait. But they come over with all the kills and no more damage.
Yep, pretty solid there. And talking about Dangerous a little bit more, it is his 5th season with this roster. The only one who's coming back from the last season, in fact, is Insane, who's in his 3rd season. Everyone else, Walker, Brett, and Grape were at it at the beginning of the season, but the roster has stayed the same for every single match, which cannot be said for a lot of the other teams in this group, Mike. But yeah, there was last season, they had Koala Noob, who was their strongest player, and I thought they would rebuild around him, as Grape's going to take a 2K here. Walking through the smoke are Jitter and Vic, and they just get demolished. Slight's going to respond with one, but that's the B site weakened considerably. Oh my goodness. Just to finish my thought there, Mike, Koala Noob was amazing for them last season.
Whoa.
Thought they would build a roster around him, and I can't speak. Just go.
No. Slight spots himself some toesies. Like a guy sliding into Twitter DMs. He's all about them toes. And that is going to be a nice kill coming through that evens up the scoreline here. And, well, third impact. Now they've got to be put on notice. They're going to go back to clear the backlines because they have to be aware of the threat that Slight is just right behind them. He could be back in spawn for all they know. So you can see they're just inching around every possible angle, trying to clear things out. And there, now they found him. He is going to get traded, but he's done enough damage. He's done enough chaos. He's sown the seeds of discord in this round. And so now they're going to be taking towards the site with only 2. They do at least have smokes to make life a little more comfortable. Whichever direction they choose to go, they've got 0 information and 0 map control. And it seems like they're testing the op. This is risky. Wolfie just needs to hit 1. He sets the team up for great success. He's going to get it, but the trade is instantaneous from Grape. And now he's coming back the other way, so we're going to get an encounter in towards mid as he's going to catch Finn with his knife.
I love it.
Oh, definned he is. It's 4 rounds on for third impact, and that is their 4th round in a row as well. Grape popping off.
I love that decision by Grape to fall back in that situation, realizing he has the aim duel advantage against the coach Finn, and he wins it cleanly. Nicely done. Realize where the rotation was coming from too. Love it. Third impact, get a 4th on the board. And just to finish my thought from before, Mike, Koala Noob was incredible for this roster last season, but he decided to leave for Valorant, so of course they had to find replacement for him. And Eric left the squad along with T. Connors, who's just playing an open for fun right now. So that's that
Tom.
story.
Good old Tom.
Yep.
I mean, Tom never wanted to. He had retired and got drawn back in. It was the classic, I'm too old for this type situation. Tom's been out for a long time.
Yeah.
I will always have a special place in my heart for the career of Tom Connors. I made him a montage tribute video the first time he retired. That was just various photos of him at various stages of his life with like candles in the background, and My Heart Will Go On playing. There's a nice kill from Slight. A trade here from Dangerous, but it's getting messy here by the divider. Fortunately for them, should be corralled. That bomb can be retrieved. They can get it. Wolfie, the next big threat. He's been spotted. He's been dealt with. And at this point, the round should be in hand unless they cross mid without checking. No. Oh, no. Disaster strikes. Jitter. Is he going to walk through the smoke? Is he going to walk through the smoke? Brett's betting on it. This is going to get weird. Brett can back away towards the site. Eyes locked on that smoke, knowing that at any moment his opponent could slip through. But now he's going to get a chance to get this bomb down, and it will come down to the clutch. 1v1. No armor for Jitter, but all he needs is that headshot. A catastrophic mistake from third impact, an unforced error, and Brett is back to them. Jitter's coming in for the clutch. He's clearing out angles, but Brett turns around in time, finds him from the graveyard, and he will seal a 5th round for third impact. That one, anything but clean.
Yeah, a couple of rounds, anything but clean so far, Mike, as we saw, I think a couple of rounds ago, just some back and forth 2Ks from both squads. And yeah, people coming through smokes, making mistakes, not checking their corners. It's been rough. Third impact still managing to get 5 rounds on the board despite that. But here comes the double op setup for Secret Club. It's Wolfie, who is well known for his opping prowess in Premier, and Vic rocking the second op. Walker. Gonna pop a flash down mid. He's going to keep his eye on it for the time being. They're just playing it slower, or third impact right now, Mike. They are looking for banana control, and it appears they have it. Secret Club aren't playing it too aggressive yet, but it looks like Jitter's getting a Molotov ready to throw.
All quiet on the western front. The banana front doesn't have the same intimidating ring to it. Here we're going to have a little bit of spam. It actually does connect. A little bit of damage coming in elsewhere. That might pull a bit of focus. Molly goes down. They're not committed into anything yet. Still a minute on the clock, so time to burn, and they are whittling down the CT utility. But as I say that, there's actually a ton left in store. Secret Club have done a great job of hanging on to this stuff. Now they're going to start to put out smokes. to put up walls, keep themselves safe, and they've actually drawn the third rotator off of A, so this could work out very nicely. Arch is vulnerable. They're past the Molotov in force. Problems now. A player in towards Library. But this shot in the pit could be deadly. Someone needs to connect. Someone needs to get some damage here. Somehow, unpredictably, 10 players still alive as the execute comes through. And here comes the massacre. Insane takes the first, the second as well. And the site is clear. The bomb is being planted. And these 3 players are on the outside looking in. 1 kill from Jitter might coax them back into the take. But I don't know that this is a good idea, John. They've struggled to maintain an economy. And now Jitter falling should make the decision for them. You've got the double op, lads. Back out. Keep your lives. Keep your guns. Keep them into the next round.
Yep. So third impact doing a good job pressuring Secret Club. They're going to the A site more often than not. That's where Finn is typically playing. And of course, not the easiest site to hold for the coach here on Secret Club. Wolfie and Vic, as you mentioned, trying to keep that double op setup in play. But third impact are going to be a hunting here. Walker coming around. Vic does get one on Grape. Walker peeking around. He's going to spot one, and Wolfie takes him down as well. So the ops will survive here into round number 9, but third impact are on a roll. They have 6 rounds in a row. Looking at the top of that scoreboard, it's Grape at 15-5, doing most of the damage.
Nuts individual scoreline here. Got 179 ADR. Love to see it, for sure. Bailed him out of a couple bad spots as well. The double op, the big threat here, of course. We do have one over towards B. That's going to be the hands of Vic. Wolfie, meanwhile, shifting it around, trying to get a pick in towards the apartments. Perhaps now he'll fall back away. Giving him a little bit of space. This duel towards B could be deadly. The Deagle tries to connect, but no Jitter. He gets found himself. It's a game of Battleship. Neither side could see the other. But eventually the tracers were tracked. And now it all comes to Vic. Utility will be used to clear out his position to force him into the fight. He's going to smoke to give himself the avenue to bail out, but he's already being wrapped from the church. He can't get away. He can't get away anymore, and he's done for. Tech 9 from Walker goes sailing around, and now Walker's found himself an op for free. Why buy what you can find? Now the bomb is down, the site is theirs, and Wolfie should be backing away with that 1 AWP. Maybe the Deagles want to stick around and pick a little bit more of a battle, but that big green is just too valuable to put in harm's way.
Third impact. Going to take their 7th here, Mike. And man, Secret Club just cannot find a way to stop them from getting onto either of the sites at this point. Slight's going to get one over on Insane, traded back by Brett, and you still have Wolfie desperately trying to save this AWP, and he goes down to Grape here. That's going to cost them dearly. Finn, the last one standing with the Deagle only, but third impact are going to take it, and well, nope, Finn won't even be able to save the Deagle. I think he was going to try and go back to get that AWP, but could not grab it, and that gives third impact their 7th.
Love it. It's funny how close all of these rounds have felt, or so many of the rounds have felt, rather, but the scoreline still heavily favors third impact. This is what we expected. Again, to give context to anyone who might be joining us and missed our long discussion of the situation in the pregame, Finn is not normally a player for this roster. He's their coach. He is their coach. Wrath will be attending the rest of this series, but for whatever reason is unavailable for this first map, and as a result, we have Finn. So, good Molotov, going to push Jitter out of position, has to burn a smoke just to keep himself alive in the spot. He's not going to give up the angle either. They might want to let him cross, but he's sticking around, at least for the moment. A lot of utility damage being done, and it seems like they still want to fight for top B. Jitter really dogged in his approach. Jumps for information, don't know quite if he spotted anyone. It's messy. It's messy here, and third impact, they're just continuing to hold. They've shown an insistence on at least holding B, even if they're eventually going to head towards A. And it's not a bad shout. They got one player pushed top mid. That's going to be Brett who gets a kill. That will draw focus, but knife out as he rounds the corner. Vic catches him from Moto. And now that should key them into the fact that this was a fake. So now they need to move. They need to catch Jitter. He will have heard that molly tick. Things could get weird. He's going to get one. Only one. The 3-on-3, this retake is viable, especially with 2 players rocketing up Banana right now. They need to get the bomb down. They're running out of time to do so. And now they're in the back of sight. They're going to have to fight before that plant comes in. One player occupied by it, and here comes the cleanup. Vic through the mid-smoke catches them. And that's going to work out beautifully for Secret Club as they finally find their third. They won the first 2 rounds, led up 7 in a row, And now they're finally back on the board, John.
Yeah, that's really important for them to find their rhythm, especially on their CT side. But Third Impact really strutting their stuff on Inferno. As mentioned, they did have the edge coming in here without Wrath in play. And it appears as though they're taking every bit of advantage of that, as they should. Nade's going to be thrown here down Banana as both teams fighting for control of it. It appears as though no one's really got it as of yet. Seer Club are going to back off here, but you still have Jitter tossing a bunch of utility. Molotov flashbang coming through, and it looks like that was enough to push Third Impact back. A nade does sneak through, but it doesn't do any damage, yeah.
It bounced off the car panel. You're just watching nades and smoke, like, where'd it go? That is the worst part of being a commentator, is watching nades on the X-ray that ultimately do nothing and look like they should be so meaty. Wolfie in by the Nook. Nobody's checking for him. There's going to be the molly. He should be burned out. He should be dead. And indeed, he is. A follow-up kill as well. And now A is under serious threat. There's still 2 players here to defend. One in pit, one in towards library. As Jitter just sails shots through smoke in a futile effort to keep his teammates safe. Finn gets a kill from the pit. Nicely done, Finn. Might set up his team for more. Jitter can trade off of it. Finn gets another. Coach coming up strong here. But great. He's found one, and he knows exactly where Finn is. He has the bomb. He could just leave. He's actually going to wait for Finn to come around. Oh, Finn spotting for the hate cart. Could get the shot. He does indeed. The clutch for the coach. He makes it happen. A huge play from Finn. Holding from the pit, securing the last. Grape chose to stay close and test him, and he chose poorly.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, you can't blame Grape for it because he won the duel before, right? It makes sense. But Finn, wow, stood on his head in that round to make things happen for Secret Club, picking up their 4th, and you'll love to see it. Those little surprise rounds coming in from the stand-in. And Secret Club are now only 3 rounds back of Third Impact. Third Impact going to send one up Banana quite quickly. This is Grape, who's been the top frag for them, almost at 20-19 on the board, leads the team and the server. In fact, no one else is even in double digits on Third Impact right now in terms of frags. Grape, looking at the tip of that smoke, wants to make sure no one's going to boost over that half wall. But of course, it's not going to happen here. Secret Club are gambling. They're sending 4 players over onto the A site and only 1 on B. That is Wolfie. And if Third Impact plays their cards right, they should be able to overload him.
I want to give some extra context to how baller that play was from Finn. He got 3 of his 4 kills in that round. Like, they have not been making his life easy. Here comes the burst on towards B, and Wolfie, yeah, he's done for. They gave him no space. Those Tech 9s relentless. Again, Walker finds an op by virtue of his opponent's skull with a Tech 9. Seems to be a habit for him. Call it the bargain bin shopping. He's all about the recycling. And at this point, 5 players alive. Yeah, they're going to try and battle through, but this is going to be tough. 1 player goes down. Slight able to trade it at the very least, but they're holding the line. This is a brawl here. Good play from Slight, but he's alone now. 2 players to find. Damage to be done, and Brett is the insurance policy. They're distracting him with the op, and then Brett can swing to polish him off. Very nicely played from Third Impact. They're right back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, good on them for taking control again. They take an 8th round. Awesome work for them to already secure the half at this point. They're going to try and pad the lead a little bit more. An opportunity here, potentially. Secret Club could force up, but it looks like they're just going to buy up the pistols and wait for the next round, which not necessarily a bad idea. They'll have the full utility to help them out. But yeah, this time around, it's going to be 2 P250s, the Deagle, and 2 USPSs, along with a flashbang and a smoke. And they're not even going to stack a site here, Mike. They're just going to spread it out. They got 2 players pushing over at lower apartments, potentially. Slight waiting around the corner. He's trying to get the cheeky Zeus frag here, and he could find it, but no. Brett peeks around the corner, domes him. Finn gets the trade, though. That's an AK to pick up if he can retrieve it, and Insane is taking a lot of damage here, down to 1 HP. An opportunity, and Finn is going to take him down. A man advantage for Secret Club. A couple of rifles on the ground. Third Impact have to come out fast to make sure those rifles don't get retrieved.
Here we go. Here we go. Big Finn all day, baby. Making it happen. Love to see that when someone's forced into the uncomfortable situation of having to start. Love to see them shine. Gonna retrieve the gun, tosses it over to Vic, the hard hitter. He's helping out his squad. Oh, they're creeping in from library. No one's watching this. Huge kill for Jitter. The trade will be instantaneous, but still, that means the bombs... Well, no, it did actually go down. Thought it hadn't quite been planted, but it has indeed, and now time is an issue for Vic. Doesn't have armor to play with. They know where he is. They can just toy with him. There's no reason to force this fight. They're swinging off the angle. They're poking, prodding. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. There's really not much Vic can do. Without utility, without the guns, without the armor. Certainly, it's just a matter of time here, and he's even trying to clear on the site, and Dean is just eluding him, bailing out, shoots him in the back. That's going to be over and done with, and it is 9 rounds found on the T side of Inferno here.
Yeah, I mean, it was close for Secret Club. Got interesting at the very least, but Third Impact were able to hang on, pick up their 9th round, Mike, and Secret Club are going to, of course, pretty much fully buy up here. Not going to get all the utility they want, but it's more than enough to come out with a victory here should they play their cards right. An op, 3 M4A4s, and the AUG for Secret Club. Over on Third Impact, it's going to be 3 AKs. Had to settle for a Galil on Brett, and then Walker has the AWP. Let's see if he can get himself into this match on T side. So far, sitting at the bottom of the scoreboard, and there it is! As I call him out, he gets the frag on Wolfie, who tried to peek around that corner. Slight is still going to have an op in his hands to try and fend off Third Impact should they choose to come to the A site, but it's now the man advantage for TI. As Dangerous is spamming car, making sure no one's hiding behind there. Third Impact have a chance to gain some map control.
Boost up over the smoke. Oh, it's been spotted. Damage done. Vic comes out looking worse for the wear. Not ideal for him at all. Smoke's going to be in. And here we're going to see a take likely come through from Third Impact. Was wondering whether they'd wait out that next smoke, but I'm not sure they're going to. Using the flash to take some control over the half wall. Finding this space. Brett lurking his way up through mid. It's all playing out according to plan here for Third Impact. This is about the way they want every round to go. Take that control towards mid. Take that control towards top banana. Put the doubt in their mind as to which site you're actually going to hit. Now we see the third player get drawn over to watch the arch cross. Coming back into it, but Slight's still going to have his hand full. This could be very huge. This op needs to connect on at least one. Have to back away. No kill found. Slight damage taken. And they're now aware of the ops angle. So that's pressure on towards his teammate, Finn. Trying to hold in towards the pit. Getting run down here. And eventually it is going to come through. Slight did get one, but the trade is there. Bomb's going down. Well, this round's over. I know it's the second to last round. And you desperately want some. But Secret Club, this is not worth chasing. This is not worth pursuing. Those guns are so valuable into the next.
Jitter wants to find something here.
He's going to die.
Oh no.
It's inevitable at that point.
Yeah, I mean, you only have Vic left standing. I'm surprised Jitter even went for anything. Looking at the economy here for Secret Club, walking into the last round, well, you do have the full loss bonus of 3,400 coming into the bank accounts, but still, you want to try and keep these M4A4s. Not going to keep a single one. Grape, wide swinging around that corner, takes down Vic. Third Impact already in double digits here on their T side. And they're looking to make it 11 now against Secret Club. We're going to have to settle for some SMGs. It's going to be, well, SMGs and FAMASs, 2 MP9s and 3 FAMASs to round out their buy, along with, well, a good chunk of utility. So at least they have that going for them. Over on Third Impact, they just got whatever they wanted, of course, since their economy is perfect. And they did not lose much in that previous round. Wolfie, with the FAMAS, watching around mid. He's going to dip back and forth between boiler and mid, making sure no one's going to get the jump on him through apartments, but he does have Finn to support. As Third Impact have one lurk in the form of Dangerous, looking to make do some damage. Excuse me, not Dangerous.
Brett.
In the form of Brett.
Brett, the man once known as Hyper. Oh, little boost up on the log pile again. I think Jitter did spot that over on the other side of the map. Brett, though, making some noise in the apartments. The exchange coming elsewhere. They're going to leave the lurk alone for now. We're going to have this duel off instead. And at least for now, Third Impact, they're going to be pushed back a bit. They're not really going to gain the control they so desire. But never mind. Here comes the hit in the apps, and Brett gets the better of them. Big kill comes in. Jitter trades it on the other side of the map. But apps is lost. This is real estate claimed for Brett. And he continued to take the space. Arch is wide open. If they test it, as frankly Third Impact have on most of their A takes, this is going to be tough. Dangerous, big kill, big trade. Does come through. So at least there is that equalizer kill again, and now they know that Logs has been lost. If they nade it, Jitter is kind of up the creek. Fortunately, him For him, there are no HEs available, John. Now Brett's lurking out on towards A. That'll be heard from the player who's boosted up in towards Coldzera. Does he check it? Gotta check it, gotta clear it, and he doesn't do it deep enough. The old double take. Jitter, meanwhile, has worked his way down from the bottom. Banana, it's all falling apart, and Slight finishes it off with the USP. Okay, a 5th round found for Secret Club as they look to keep their hopes alive here on Inferno. We will see if they can after this break.
Just leave it to me. I know what I need. You'll find if you see. And if you believe, you live and you breathe, you'll find the key. Lifting me, lifting you. Can't go alone, let's do by two. Doing this together, it's me by you. All through the night, all through the night. This is me, this is you. When we get together, we can all pull through. I don't ever wanna stop this groove. Let's get it right. Take it to the Lord, then take it to the grave. Listen to the wise man, tell me what to say. Listen to your heartbeat like it still bleed. A little bit of hope, yeah, it's what we still need. Say a little prayer for the moment. Give what you got, just go in. Can't hold you back if you own it. Live your life like a chosen. No matter what, I won't let up. It's in my soul, it's in my blood. And I won't take no for an answer. If it don't hurt me, it makes me stronger. No matter what, I won't let up. It's in my soul, it's in my blood. And I won't take it no more. I won't be there. Just leave it to me. I know what I need. You'll find if you see. And if you believe, you live and you breathe, you'll find the keys. Know what I need, I know what I need. You'll find the keys, the It's sipping dope to feel right. Got my own high, don't need no lies. Sneaky bitches never ever act with so nice. Alright. You can tell me nothing. Come back when you got something to say. Just put the fire in my face. Take a seat in the back, yeah. You can tell me nothing. Come back when you got something to say. Just put the fire in my face.
And we're back here, getting ready to go for the second half between Third Impact and Secret Club. 10-5 is the scoreline, double digits on deck for Third Impact, and well, it's expected. Secret Club, they're playing with their coach. This is Third Impact's probably their best map in general, John, and they're showing us why. Do we think this is going to be any different here in the second half?
Honestly, I don't really feel that way. Their CT side's very strong, so they should be pretty much set for the remainder of this match and pull off a map 1 victory. But you never know. I mean, the Secret Club did surprise in that last round. They picked up a 5th, even though they didn't really have the hardware to pull it off. But it was nice good job by them overall.
Yeah. I do want to say I actually think Finn's playing pretty well considering the circumstances. We obviously had the terrific 3K from Pitt where it came down to a 1v1 clutch and he pulled it off. Gonna hype him up. Guy Finn stepping in from the coaching slot, doing all right. Never an easy task, never an easy ask, but he's performing to the best of his abilities, and we'd like to see it. A little bit of confidence flowing in there, a couple good P250 kills in the apartment. All I'm saying is he could get going here in the second half, and then watch out Third Impact. But honestly, we should be through to that second map fairly quickly. Just again, considering the fact that Secret Club don't have their 5 in the roster or in the server, they will have their starting 5 in the next map in Nuke. That's where we'll really start to see what kind of form they're on and how they're doing. Grape, do you want to say that? Great first half, John.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was not expecting it from him at all. In fact, I mean, I don't want to point it out, but I will just because of how well he played in that first half. Killed it at differential, -34, 248 frags in the season, and a 0.88 KDR. But man, you wouldn't know it from the way he played in that first half. Unbelievable for Third Impact. And we'll see if that continues over onto their CT side. But here we go into the pistol round. As Third Impact have 3 players playing on the B site, 2 over on A. And looking at Secret Club, they're sending a couple of players around alt mid here, Mike. They're just poking and prodding around, trying to get some information.
I was wondering whether we'd see aggression come in from Third Impact. If you'll recall, Wolfie ran down mid on Secret Club CT side pistol round, all the way out to the bench. It wound up actually working out for them because of a huge 3K from Vic. We'll see if they can pull off a similar function on their own T side. They've got a smoke for the cross. Finn's going to be throwing that. Set up his team. Also got a flash for the clear. Smoke goes down. Flash going over. 3 players in sight, and they're all pretty tucked, so this flash shouldn't connect with much. And indeed, it does not. Dangerous. He'll take the first. Now there's going to come the swings, and this is looking very dangerous indeed. There's the flash pop. And they need to start getting some bodies dropped. There we go. Finn and Jitter chime in for a couple, and they brought it back to a 3v2, and now things are starting to get very dangerous indeed for Third Impact. They do have a kit, so a little bit more time to work with, but they've got to get Brett here up on top of Banana. And Vic is holding the line, keeping him at bay, tapping away with that Glock, and eventually finding the kill that he needed. It's down to Insane. 5 points of health, a kit, but he needs to find these headshots, and they have to be perfect. Nothing else will suffice. He's moving up. He's trying to clear positions. He's expecting to play a new box. He's been spotted. He's been dealt with. Finn walks away from this pistol with 2 kills to his name, and Secret Club, they get the first round of the second half.
Yep, good on Secret Club to get off to that hot start. Third Impact probably going to be saving here more than likely. No, they're going for the force buy. Okay, well, let's see what they can do. Obviously, they have to go for the double save anyway, so they're going to try and get those pistols and make them work. 3 Deagles, the 5.7, and the CZ on their side. Over on Secret Club, they're already getting those AKs into play. Can't really blame them. Maybe expecting the force buy. Walker is pushing up aggressively here. Could catch off someone. Slight gets blinded. Great timing by Dangerous. Throw that flashbang. Walker finds one, picks up the AK, and he's going to charge on through to T-spawn. Might be able to get a second one for himself. It's actually Vic to drop Walker here and make it a 4v3. So Secret Club will retake control, and they get the AK out of the hands of Third Impact.
And that's important. The question is, does Jitter get away with this unscathed? He'd like to bring back these kills. He is the at-risk player, though. If he goes down, that is his gun isolated, and he's going to be taken out of play. So now that's an AK that can be found, and Insane gets another kill down mid. This is looking disastrous. Vic is low as well, so even as they move on to site, this could be risky. Dangerous is tucked in the back of New Box. He's just trying to play this as low and slow as he can. Keep his position secret. Keep it safe. He's going to get the kill there. Denies the plant. Now it's just dueling against Wolfie, and he will have hurt him all the way through. Even gets the health, gets the kill to boot. And they just played them like an absolute fiddle. Guns will be retrieved. 2 AKs taken into the next round. And Secret Club, they might have given themselves an opportunity with that pistol win, but losing to the force buy is disaster.
Oh, that hurts big time here. And Dangerous playing New Box like a master against both Vic and then his final victim, Wolfie. Nicely done for that 2K. And Third Impact get an 11th. You know, like you said, Mike, Secret Club opened up the possibility of making something pretty impressive happen here on the second half, but losing right after getting the pistol round gives Third Impact control once again, and they already had momentum coming into this half. Finn's going to get naded down to 58, and I mean, Secret Club is going to try and force buy and get a round victory on their side and turn the tables, but so far, no dice. Grape is going to take down Finn to make it a 5v4. Secret Club have managed to work their way up mid towards Arch side, a couple coming down there, and then one on truck side. That's Jitter. He's going to try and pop out, maybe hoping no one's looking his way. Vic goes down. Wolfie goes down as well, and it's just all Third Impact here, Mike. Slight the last one standing.
And he's dead.
That's it.
That's the expected result. Anything otherwise would have been quite interesting. But 12-6, they double up their scoreline now, turning to the natural order, I suppose, based on that first half. Now we're going to see a save from Secret Club, and they're just running out of opportunities to make anything happen here. At this point, the players might be thinking, let's just get to Nuke. Let's just get to Nuke and try and make this happen. Finn, I'm going to say it again. He's doing all right. Doing all right. Not great, but he's doing all right. Going to be a little molly ticking here at the bottom of Banana. That is a lot of damage actually done on towards Finn and Wolfie. We're going to take a little bit of aggression in towards the apartments. It's a good way to mitigate some of the negatives of the pistols. You close the gap. You maybe pop a shot right in the head with the P250. Suddenly, there's a gun on the ground. Unfortunately for them, well, there's no welcoming crew. Poor hosts are Third Impact as they've left the house completely empty. They bailed on the apartments. They're just playing from the site. And they're getting ready to receive their dinner guests. Vic got health, and he's just been smoked out. Thought he might have an opportunity there to do something. But it is looking unlikely. These mollies are being well used to separate them. Jitter, well, a little too chunky to hide behind that pillar. He's sticking out the edge of it, and now they're just coming in for the cleanup. That's going to be the bomb drop. That's another kill for Insane as well. And this one, well, it's on easy street now. It's just left to Vic and Wolfie. No armor, couple P250s, and maybe a dream that they can catch somebody, but it is a narrow dream at best. Vic wants to swing for that bomb. He will retrieve it, but will swing into his demise immediately afterwards, and Wolfie's still back on T-Ramp. Was hoping someone would come chasing down Banana. Nobody did. So he's just left here twiddling his thumbs, feeling rather silly as all his teammates are dead.
Yep. Wolfie just going to hang back here at the back of Banana, thinking about perhaps going into the B site and finding something. But yeah, nothing doing at all for Secret Club in this round, of course, because they did not have much they could buy up because they forced up in the previous one. Wolfie's just going to charge out, try to get something. Nothing at all comes his way. Walker the headshot, and Third Impact pick up a 13th. So looking at Secret Club, they are going to be able to buy up here again, Mike. But yeah, Third Impact did not look too fussed at all in those anti-ecos.
Nah. Very casual, very clean. It's what we expect from them. Again, we've talked about it. They are a really good Inferno team in general. I want to point out something that's kind of fun. Dangerous has 10 assists. He's 18, 10, and 10. 110 ADR in the second half. That's just in the second half. But that's quite the interesting scoreline. It's the assist king. This could get weird towards top mid. No one's looking. They were waiting to play off of a flash, and meanwhile, Secret Club just walked up dry. It worked out beautifully. Jitter and Vic each getting a kill. Brett will try and burrow further into the apartments, but there's a player lurking to come up the stairs, and he might be in for a world of hurt. They're going to come up the flank. They don't even need it. Jitter just gets the kill straight in his face. 1 HP or no, Jitter does not care. That bomb's now down. This should be a save, even though they have money. There's no reason to throw it away in this round when you have so much of a lead. So Secret Club, they're going to get themselves a 7th, and they're going to get themselves a chance to make something of the second half.
Yeah, nice hit onto the A site for Secret Club, and they're hunting for blood. They want to take these guns out of the hands of Third Impact and make this a really expensive round for them. Dangerous holding here has the advantage, and he will find the head of Wolfie. Could get a second on Jitter, who's quite lit, and yeah, that's a pretty easy second for Dangerous. So they're hanging on to the rifles. I don't think anyone else for Secret Club is going to challenge because their economy is not good enough to do so. But they will at least find that 7th round victory. So that for Third Impact is great. You save the AK and the M4 into the next one. Won't really be as costly, and it even ensures that even if they lose this next one, they'll still be in good shape economy-wise.
I'm curious to see where Walker moves with this AWP. He was quieter in the first half, but it's Inferno. We don't really expect that much impact from the op and the T side. Going to be patrolling in towards mid, backs off, holds arch, and it looks like they want to get aggressive on B. That's not really going to work out for them. Wolfie, he's burning, and he is going to give up his life to get that kill. Still, the exchange is fine. It does mean, however, that Dangerous can take a little bit of space. Problem is he doesn't have the smokes or the mollies to hold it, so he's going to back away. Walker hits the first close-up shot. That player was isolated. There was no spacing there, so no trade available. Now they need to come back past the op and the player in pit to get towards site. Sane's over towards the Nook. It's going to go down. It seems like we might get a little bit of a clear. The hold from pit is good for now. Brett nearly burns alive, but Insane times the peak perfectly. Drops the bomb down on the cobblestones. And even though there's a player in sight, it doesn't much matter. Vic can't do anything with the position except die. A 3K for Walker. We talked about it. That op comes out. That op feels immediate impact. And Third Impact, well, they find round 14.
Yeah, great to see Walker find his groove with that AWP in the round. Secret Club really just couldn't do anything. Third Impact pincered them down every single time they tried to get onto the sites. So they're going to find themselves a 14th. And here comes Secret Club once more. Bit of a mixed buy-up. You have 2 AKs, a Galil, a MAC-10, and a Deagle. And you see Slight going at that MAC-10 for that quick push up Banana. In fact, 3 players coming up Banana for Secret Club. They are going to be held back by the smoke that was thrown by Third Impact at the top of Banana, and that means they have to wait it out. Smoke going to come in on their side, but a counter right on back by Third Impact. It's a good job by Third Impact to pace their utility here. Secret Club, they're not giving up on this B site. They want to come through. Jitter making a bit of noise on A to try to distract Third Impact and force them into a rotation. And they do have one player, Insane, coming back to A. That said, Walker's going to make it work here on the A site. Takes Jitter down. Dangerous spots out Slight. Grape finds another 2 for himself. And no fuss, no muss here for Third Impact. They are going to close it out. Not to mention, Grape gets himself a 3-piece.
Well, that is likely all said and done with this map. We'll see if somebody can surprise us here. There's obviously going to be a force buy from Secret Club back to the wall. They would need 8 in a row to take us to overtime here. And they're going to have MAC-10s, Deagles, and a single Galil to attempt to do it. They do have smokes at the very least to try and execute on towards the site, but it's going to be tough, to say the least. Another thing to watch in this round, can Grape get his 30th kill? On 29 right now.
Wow.
Just needs 1. Considering it's only been 22 rounds, that is quite impressive. Aggression going to be on here. They're just going to try and roll right through. Use momentum to their favor. Why not? You got the SMGs. Mollies go down, but players are past it. Brett doesn't care. He's going to get 1. Only 1. Pressure on towards the site. This is working. Dangerous. We'll keep it down to a 3v3, but they found the space. They found the site. They found the plant. And a smoke's going to allow them to secure it. Might be able to get some upgrades in weaponry, and Grape tries to go ahead. No kill for you in this round, Grape. We left to a 2v3. Dangerous can at least wrap around to move from the lane. The op will hold from library. Smoked off for the time being. We'll try and throw some utility to set up the teammate to come around. Molly going to force players out of position. Damage has been done. He's baiting so much focus, which is really what he wants. And here comes the play. But Vic hops up. Vic gets the kill, and that seals the deal. Walker is walking himself right out of there. Vic wants to chase. A little bold, to be quite frank, but I don't think he'll get it this time. It is going to be an 8th round for Secret Club, and they find 3 guns to bring into the next to boot, John. So, just when we're counting them out, maybe a faint pulse here.
Perhaps. I mean, they can get a pretty strong buy, in fact, with those 3 guns saved over. Full utility should be across the board. Finn will get a gun drop for him, no doubt. And there comes the utility. No, actually, it didn't drop for Finn. That's a little surprising. Slight or Wolfie could have easily given him an AK with the 2,900 in the bank, but instead they're short a couple of pieces of utility. Over on the Third Impact side, they were still pretty strong in terms of economy. That means 4 M4s and the op coming through here. And now looks like Finn is trying to engage Wolf. He's going to get that first frag on Insane to make it a 5v4, though.
Wolfie's starting to come alive a little bit in the second half, which bodes well for Nuke, certainly, if not for right here. Ooh, Dangerous. I think he was spotted. Up on the half wall, though. There's going to be the spot. Brett catches 1, getting cheeky on the balcony, and he'll be able to withdraw towards Boiler. Does he realize the player's already out? No, he does not. Jitter gets a kill as a result, and he's got the A site right for the taking. Not much that can be done about this, except maybe catch a kill before they escape. Finn just about gets away with his life. Wolfie's coming into the bedroom. Jitter's now done and dusted, but do they expect the bedroom peek? They do. Good shot. Takes Wolfie down low, but he's done the damage, and Finn's followed it up as well. Nice nades as well. Vic dancing around the pillar. Falters. Great. Certainly above 30 now, and he's got 2 low HP players to deal with, but only 4 points of health himself. What's he going to do? How's he going to try and find the space? Has a smoke at least to give himself a little bit of a curtain, but it is starting to tick away on that bomb, so he's got to make a move if he's going to do it. I just want to stick. This is not really going to be able to with the health that he has. He gets the first, has the right idea about the second, but Wolfie's just a touch too quick. That one comes right down to the wire, but it is going to be a 9th round for Secret Club and a 32nd kill for Grape.
Yeah, I mean, Grape's been standing on his head here for Third Impact, but the last 2 rounds have gone the way of Secret Club. Nice play for them both times, taking that A site and doing so quite effectively. Still, Grape did manage to make it expensive for them, but it didn't really matter. It wasn't expensive enough because they're still going to walk into this round, our Secret Club, with 4 AKs and the AWP, and Third Impact are the ones having to save here and wait one more round. It's a very conservative save, though, because they could have forced up into the round, but given they have that 6-round cushion, there's no reason to rush things. I like the call that they've made here, the call made by Insane. The IGL. Grape's going to peek around the corner around mid to try and spot something. So is Walker, and Walker with the scout connects on the head of Jitter. So that's a great start. AK going to be picked up as soon as the smoke blooms, you would think. And yeah, Insane already has it in his hands. Dangerous trying to sneak through the smoke himself at B. Gets none, actually. It's Vic TKing Slight. Then he takes down Dangerous. That gives Brett a chance to come through, and he gets 2 with the Deagle. Brett standing on his head to make it a 3v1. This could be it. Wolfie, the last one standing. Smoke going to get thrown, but they are closing on in. AK coming from CT. You have Walker with the scout watching from construction, and Grape's going to sneak in from coffins very shortly. Wolfie is going to have to pull off something magical here to make it work, but Third Impact are going to come through. He's playing from dark, and he gets one, looking for the second on Grape, but no! Insane denies him Mike, and that's going to be it. Third Impact pick up a 16th round, and they take Inferno.
Well, it did feel somewhat inevitable that we were going to be saying this, but it is still good for Third Impact to secure it with a 16-9 scoreline. Well done from them. They looked in control for most of Inferno. We will be breaking down this map when we're back from the break, and then we'll have Nuke on deck.